All right, good afternoon. This is Pastor Tim, youth pastor for Trinity Baptist Community Church. Welcome to our social media summary of Children's Church. We call it right now Tay Next Gen, TAI. Think about it so we can talk about it. This is something that we're doing. I take a few minutes to summarize what we talked about in hopes that one day children might log on and use it as a reference. And some of the things that we talked about, and one refresher, or parents would log in and see what we're doing down here and use it as a segue into opening up some discussions and dialogue with the young people. So, should Christians curse? We finished up our series with 7 thoughts from Impact Ministries, and this is a video based on Impact Ministries about I think the title of it is, are Christians allowed to curse or cuss? I just kind of asked them point blank, should Christians curse and or cuss? And we talk about it. We have a lot of people that are close to us and our families, a lot of people who name the name of Christ and who freely curse a lot. Now, all of us as Christians have let some superlatives slip that maybe shouldn't have, but we talked about from Impact Ministry some of the 7 thoughts, and I'll go over them real quick. One of the things is, our words reflect who's in control. Either God is Lord of our words or we're Lord of our words. And James, in the book of James, talks a lot about that. The tongue, even though it's a small member, can set the whole course of life on fire, of nature on fire. Satan used words to deceive. So our words can be used for good, and it can be used for a lot of bad. We're commanded not to use words in Ephesians. It says, let no bad words or corrupt communication proceed from your mouth. Fourth, we're to determine if the word is wrong. We're to test all things. Sometimes we play with cursing. Darn it. Well, I didn't say damn it, but I said darn it. And if you're saying things in the same vein, tone, context, inflection, it means the same thing. Now, it doesn't mean I would rather you use a less offensive word over the other word, but ultimately don't use the word at all. And it's also part of the 3rd commandment. If you remember, we learned 1, there's only one God. 2, you shall not bow down to any graven images. 3, looks like a W, our words. Don't take the Lord's name in vain. We talked about that. Our words as Christians should be different than the world. There should be something that's noticeably different. A lot of times in this section is where you could tell that, when I'm at work and people swear around me when I walk in there, they're like, oh, sorry, man. They still swear, but they always go, I'm sorry for swearing. When they're in the presence of the preacher, I guess. But they still do it. And I don't try to change them. You can be a witness through the words that you use. And our words should be seasoned with grace. We should focus on our words being upbuilding and not being used to tear down, but to edify and to encourage and to teach. So pray about this. If you do log in to meditate about what we're talking about, this affects all of us as believers. And remember that it's not our job to convert. It's our job to be witnesses and to point to the light. And only when they're in the light of Christ can He change their lives and their verbiage and their language. But you can be a witness. Pray for us. Pray for me down here at Children's Church at Trinity Baptist Community Church International. God bless. Have a great week.